All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome out to Speed Racing Network, where we proudly present probably the most fun race of the entire year, Corey. We're presenting the Tank Racing Christmas Bash 2020 here at Lanier National Speedway.
That's right, Sean. We are bringing all of our trailer park fans their most favorite adventure of all times, also known as the Demolition Derby. But we've got a nice little sidetrack. We are doing 70 laps on dirt, no cautions, no damage, nothing. Just pedal to the metal, slinging metal everywhere. I cannot wait.
Yeah, and tonight we're doing this kind of just for fun, people to just kind of relieve a little bit of pressure, just to have a good time, to ring out this horrible year that we've had. Forget 2020, get it out of the way. And so, what better way to do that than to crush some cars?
And these guys are going to be at each other's doorsteps more vigorously than government census takers. I promise you. These guys are going to be bumper to bumper for probably the next 30 to 35 minutes of just whatever carnage we can see. We've seen the last, 30 minutes of practice, and these guys have been kicking each other all over the track, all out of the track, sideways. I mean, these guys are going everywhere.
Well, I mean, tonight there are literally no rules besides one. You can't go backwards. You can't go in reverse. But besides that, there are no cautions. There's no damage. So that means that if somebody slams into the side of you, you can still keep going. But yeah, you're going to fall behind because there's no caution to stop everybody else.
Yeah, but I mean, like with such a short track and all the carnage, like it's going to be a nightmare trying to keep up with who's actually in first and who's actually in last. Because chances are you're going to have guys 5, 10, 15 laps down by the time this thing's over with.
Well, and then they added in another fun part of this, just probably a few hours before the race. I think the guys that put this together, they knew this all along, but a lot of the drivers didn't understand this. We're actually on dirt. A lot of these guys have never driven on dirt in their lives.
It is very apparent by watching this practice. It is very, very apparent. Like, I don't even know how to describe what you're about to see.
It is definitely going to be fun, and just so we've put out a few prizes. So Silverback Tax Solutions is sponsoring a couple of prizes tonight. So the first place winner, obviously they need to get something, so they're going to get $20 for winning the race. But to make it even more fun, the person with the least number of incidents will get $15, and the person with the most number of incidents will get $15 also.
That is going to incentivize all types of shenanigans, and it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. Speaking of Silverback, and since we are doing this on Speed Racing Network, Silverback is a huge sponsor of Speed Racing Network, and they do a bunch of stuff. So if you continue to watch Speed Racing Network, will hear a lot about Silverback Tax Solutions and what they do for us. Which reminds me, we need to get all of our guys who are watching this video to like and subscribe to Speed Racing Network on YouTube. That way we can keep y'all up to date with all this stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean, right now this is one of those things that was just kind of spur of the moment. Came up at the last second. We are proud to broadcast this just because Tank Racing, a lot of our good buddies, we really appreciate them. We love watching them run, and they just kind of came to us. Actually, they didn't even ask us to broadcast this. It just turned out that we decided that we wanted to do that. And you can hear Corey's daughter in the background. She wants to be a broadcaster also, and she is welcome to, especially in this race.
Right now, we're playing "Where Is Mommy" is the game going on in my household, so it's just going to be all kinds of fun taking place.
Well, some of these cars that are out on the track, once they get hit as many times as they will, they're going to be sent to the moon, and their kids are going to say, "Where's Daddy?"
Exactly. It's gonna be some fun times, I promise.
Well, let's talk about some fun times because we got the Speed Racing Network Virtual Series coming up, starting in January. So, I mean, we're starting here in like 2 weeks, and so we've got a Truck Series, an Xfinity Series, and a Cup Series. Different levels of drivers, as well as different prize pools, as well as different entry fees, that sort of thing. But the big number, if you take a look at that Cup Series, $1,000 for first place in the Cup Series. That's the most we've given out for a winner ever.
That's correct, and like this whole series spurred off of other series that we had going. So this is technically season one of Speed Racing Network, but would be season three of our actual racing networks we put together. So I mean, we're going to have a big following this upcoming season for these three series. I know for a fact we got maybe one or two spots left open on trucks. Xfinity's got a handful of spots. I think Cup Series only has one or two spots left. So we're still taking applications and guys in for these three series, but we had to have everything in a week prior to kickoff. So we're trying to get these guys in as quick as possible.
Yeah, those team slots are filling up, and there's going to be team prizes. There's going to be prizes for the season-long championship. There's going to be race-by-race prizes. There's going to be clean driver prizes. There is all sorts of stuff happening this time around, and I'm telling you, your daughter is excited about it. She's pumped.
She is throwing money out the window right now. She's like, I'm ready to give out this cash. So.
Well, we got about 3 minutes to go until we get live, but you can see the picture here. You can see what we're looking at. I mean, it's just a dirt track, man. I mean, have you ever driven on dirt, Corey?
I have been on dirt. I'm not going to say I've driven on dirt. I have taken a car, I've placed it on this surface, and I have pressed the gas pedal, but it was nothing that resembled any type of modern driving. I think I did Eldora in the trucks one night with a couple of guys from this series, and I will tell you right now, I am not meant to partake in these type of activities. I promise.
Well, I want to point out a couple of these names. Okay, so Kane Cook, in second place there right now for qualifying. Kane Cook is a driver in the Coca-Cola series, and he's joining us tonight just to have some fun with us. So how cool is it to have a guy in the Coca-Cola series about to join a demolition derby? They're known for consistency there. He's going to be consistently wrecked here.
Oh, yeah. I cannot think of anything more frustrating than being a top-ranked guy like him in a demolition derby. His goal is going to be go as fast as he can and try to dodge all this carnage, because if not, it's going to be a frustrating night for him. You've also got Daniel Bowler right behind him, who's actually a real-life dirt driver. So, I mean, you've got some guys on this leaderboard that I'm picking out that actually have some dirt experience. And, I mean, they should be pretty big favorites in this.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Lepicki, I believe he's a dirt driver as well. Or at least he used to be. So I think he's got some experience there. A few others. Now I'll mention another name. If you can't see it on the left side of the screen, but if you see the ticker going across, you'll see number 91, Jason Tripp, back there in 28th position after qualifying. That's our fearless leader, man. That's Speed Racing Network's captain, and he's back in next to last position.
Yeah, and I think he's just getting over some COVID lockdown too. So it'll be really interesting to see how that whole thing plays out with him. He's been locked in his game room for literally the past 2 weeks due to his COVID restrictions at his household. So it'll be very interesting to see what kind of attitude he's going to have.
Well, there will be no social distancing out there on the track because there will be a lot of pushing and shoving, and let's just be completely honest, all these guys, they know each other, they like each other, we're all good friends, but we have no problem putting somebody into the wall.
Oh, absolutely not, especially on this surface. It's going to be hard to keep people off the wall.
Oh, another driver out there. Again, if you see the ticker going across your screen, look at the guy in 17th position, Mike Lewis. He does drive on dirt in real life out in California. So this could be an interesting thing for him as well. This could be where he shines.
Yeah, and it's awesome to see Mike. I had not raced with him much in this offseason, so it's good to see his name in here.
Yeah, and so we've got about 8 seconds until that lobby closes off, and then we will pull up what our grid looks like, and then we're going to get this whole thing started. We really don't know what to expect. Let's just be honest, Corey. I have no clue what's going to happen here.
I say this whenever we start every race, and this is the first time it actually makes sense. I'm actually ready to get this party started, because that's what we're about to see is a straight-up party on this dirt. It's going to be a blast.
Well, we got Gregory Joyner here from Bronco Motorsports, driving in the Xfinity Series for them. Kane Cook, again, he is one of the top iRacers in the world, and he is out here, bumping bumper to bumper with us. We're going to have some fun with him. Daniel Bodler from R&D Motorsports in third, and Bo Tiffany from Team SRN in fourth.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to see how these guys play out. It looks like Andrew Harris came in on the 5th spot. Nathaniel Mon came in on 6th, followed by Devin Zimmerman, as you stated earlier, and Mike Lepicki rounding out the top 8. So we're going to have, looks like a pretty stacked field. These guys, looking by their lap times, are actually pretty close. Your distance between first and 12th is less than a second. So, I mean, these guys are running pretty consecutive laps on this little bitty track.
Yeah, let's point out a couple others here. So Jake Roel in 9th position, so a fantastic racer in his own right. Josh Mueller in 10th there. Scott Healy in 11th, and a brand new comer to Speed Racing Network. He just came into Speed Racing Network literally Thursday night. Curtis Young, and he took 2nd place in that Xfinity recruitment race, and now he's out here driving these things, and they're already wrecking. Look at this.
They're saying, come on, let's get this flag drop, fellas.
Oh, we're going to have a blast tonight.
This is about to be some entertainment, I promise you. Grab a beer, grab a recliner, get your TV dinner tray out, and let's watch some funness.
Well, so I'll tell you, we have a system that shows us every time somebody wrecks. That system's just going to be flashing red the entire time, Corey.
Oh, yeah. If this was a regular season, we'd have a Dent Wizard wreck replay going, and I promise you that's all this would be that wrecking ball going and those guys running away over and over and over and over.
Oh, this is going to be insane. So we will try to keep track of everything. We're not going to get every single wreck, obviously, because it is just going to be nuts out there. But we'll see what we can see. So we're going to get started here. Pace truck pulls off, and here we go. Greg Joyner, he is going to get the start. Right behind him, Daniel Bodler in the 6.
Man, dude, they're keeping kind of clean. They're keeping clean so far.
No, they're not. Look at this. Oh, God. This is excellent.
Yeah, the guys up front are just rolling around like that's happening. Yep, just a nice little Sunday stroll. They should be coming around. Yep, here's the carnage.
Here we go.
Looks like
Baldler makes it through.
Baldler just picked up Mike Lewis and threw him out like some bad luggage. No, Baldler's looking at him, scurrying through.
I mean, Baldler's doing fantastic. I mean, look, he's already almost a second ahead of everybody.
Yeah, and I mean, I mean, if he can just keep skirting around and dodge these wrecks. Now he finally got
now we got Kane Cook in the 22. He spins Baldler, and he's going to take the lead.
Very offensive move, Cook. I see what you did there, and I sure do appreciate it. I think that's going to be, like, usually I tell people in all these races, when you broadcast, the trick is get together with somebody, y'all got to make a draft and catch up to the leaders. Like this, the trick is going to be get to the guy in front of you, spin him out, and block everybody behind you.
And now Kane Cook has put 2 seconds on the entire field. So, I mean, he is a Coca-Cola Series driver, and now we're seeing why, I guess. I mean, are we?
I mean, this is going to be something. I mean, his only hope for him to get, like, slowed down is going to be somebody to get sideways right as he's going by him. He's good enough. I think he's going to be able to dodge these wrecks if they're far enough ahead of him. You're going to have a wreck happen right as he's going on somebody in order for it to really throw a curveball in his game plan.
Oh, and there he goes.
There it is. Yep, there it is. I tell you, that's going to be the only way they're going to be able to slow this field down to get to him, is somebody's going to have to take advantage of him.
Well, that's Greg Joyner trying to spin him because he has gone down at least a lap. So, but Kane Cook really putting it on to everybody right now.
And man, he's doing some really good. Like, I don't know what I mean, it's kind of like offensive driving is what he's doing right now. I mean, he's kind of picking and improving and picking his spots and making it rock and roll. I mean, he is killing it right now. He's opened up a pretty solid lead over second place. I mean, the field is wrecking, but they're so far away from Kane that he's actually able to see what's going on. So,
yeah, I mean, basically he has put everybody a lap down at this point. Well, no, almost everybody. So he is coming around. Andrew Harris is second place.
But
you can see him there.
I just saw Daniel Baldler in that camera. If Cook needs to watch for Daniel Baldler.
Oh, no, he got by him just there.
There he is. Daniel wrecked right as Cook came up on him.
Oh my gosh, I wish I could show you my SDK screen, our scoring screen, because it is just solid red.
For incident points, I'm sure it's through the roof right now.
Oh my, this is crazy. So Kane Cook right now, I mean, and Mike Lewis gets him.
There it is.
Mike Lewis gets him, but then he just turns right back around. Oh my gosh. Oh, there it is. That's the number 23. That's Zach Taylor. So Zach Taylor taking it out on Kane Cook. And now and Kane gets tapped again, so we'll see if anybody can take advantage.
They're trying to slow him down. That's, I mean, like I hate to be him right now, but that's what the field has to do. The field has to break this race back. And the only way they're going to do it is the guys on this track are going to have to somehow slow them down.
And now we got Mike Lepicki back here in second place, the number 2 car. Oh, and he's going to get involved. Oh, he gets through it all. Oh my gosh, that's what a great move by him.
Yeah, he's that high line so far has actually looked pretty safe. Because a lot of these guys are wrecking, they're hitting the wall and dropping down pretty quick. So that high line may actually be the safest route around this track. Is just sit up there and like see right here, even there, all those guys wreck and they bounce straight down. So if he can catch a good groove up top, I mean, I think he can gain some ground up top.
Well, here's our leader. I mean, he's using that low side pretty well himself. So, so you got Mike Lepicki up on the top side. You got Kane Cook down here on the bottom side. Oh, and Kane's going to get trashed from behind by number 94. I believe that is Curtis. Yeah, that's Curtis Young. Oh, and he gets it hit again. So here comes Mike Lepicki now. Oh, but Mike's in his own trouble. And Kane just going for a ride, man. Oh.
I promise you, we'll try to laugh with you, man.
This is excellent. This is the best thing I've ever broadcast. Andrew Harris takes the lead. So we got a new leader. Kane Cook had to take a tow.
I don't know what the tow times are going to be, but that could be a game changer in the.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
I see 2 or 3 guys that are also flipped upside down. If that's the case, these guys are upside down. They all have to take these tows. I mean, you're going to separate the field even more. So what's going to happen?
Well, right now Andrew Harris has the lead, doing a great job up front. He's opened up about a 6-second lead right now, but as we've just seen with Kane Cook, I mean, he had a 17-second lead, and that doesn't matter.
No, like these guys are going to have, the guys that are at the front are going to have to do like almost like an offensive defensive driving maneuver. They're going to have to come up to the field expecting to get hit and just
going backwards.
Yeah, they're gonna have to go in there and kind of bounce their way through these packs because the field I don't think is going to let these guys through pretty easily.
Oh man.
Usually in an oval race, the rule is if you're lap down, they like you let the guys on the lead lap kind of get by. On this, it's the complete opposite taking place right now. These guys are like, oh, you're on the lead lap, let's go ahead and get you back to us.
Well, there's only one car on the lead lap right now. That's Andrew Harris. Second place right now, Mike Lewis.
That is outstanding because I've seen Mike Lewis bounce all over this track and it's confusing.
Oh my gosh.
He's just making the best of it.
Oh man, I'm glad everybody out there are friends right now because after this race, there might be a lot of enemies.
Oh, absolutely. And it looks like is Cook still on his way to the pit, or did he finally get back out on the track? I can't tell.
It looks like Cook he's in the pits right now. So he just got the tow. He's in the pits. So, but hey, Andrew Harris has opened up a 2-lap lead now, so he is way out front.
Yeah, and it's going to be, I mean, it's going to take, like we've been saying this whole race, it's going to take somebody just kind of immobilizing him temporarily and let some guys catch up to him.
I mean,
and they, number 94 just tried to give him a little nudge, and that didn't really work out too well.
Oh, and I know a lot of these guys are gonna wonder why we didn't key in on them throughout the race, but man, it's just so hard to do that with so many wrecks out there. Let's take a look at Jake Rowell here in the number 1 car.
Just cruising. I have a nice little turquoise car rolling around the track like nothing going on.
We have so many people that are upside down out there on the track.
That's what I was looking at. I was thinking to myself, these guys waiting for somebody to knock them back straight. They just going to take a tow. Like, I mean, I guess that's a gamble you would take. I mean, they're sitting on the track like landmines.
Well, I know also, so there are some drivers out there that will stay upside down and just wait for somebody to come and flip them. And
yeah, that would be a good strategy. You got teammates out there. If you can get somebody mic'd up to come over there too, it would be a really good strategy because it'll save you that 2 minutes that guys like Cook have already taken.
Oh, and Jake Rowell goes for a spin. So that's just going to open it up even more for Andrew Harris, who now has a 2.5 lap lead on everyone.
Man, he's in a whole another zip code than these guys.
you, you can see, I mean, just some of this stuff. So you can see Bobler up on his lid, just waiting for somebody to come by and just tear him up. But it doesn't look like anybody's going to help him out right now. Oh, there you go. There's one.
There we go. Come on. Jump right. There you go.
But now he's got to get front and center.
And out of everybody else's way.
So now Andrew Harris with a 3-lap lead. I mean, he's just completely gone.
Yeah, it's not like Baller or Ruel needs to get up to his back bumper, go ahead and send him in real quick.
Well, I mean, why would you want to drive this well on a dirt track? What's the fun?
Well, he needs to get just as big of a gap as possible, because once these guys key in and realize he's the guy at first, it's only going to be a matter of time until something like what's taking place right now happens.
Yeah.
We're going to isolate you for a few minutes.
Yeah, Baller not concerned at all with him being in first place. Oh, if he goes on his lid here, that could be an issue.
There it is. And what are they going to do? Are they going to self-ride him? Are they going to leave him?
Oh, wow. Now second place is in the pits right now. So third place, Nathaniel Mann is starting to hopefully get some laps here. Oh, but he goes spinning. He's the number 30 Valvoline car there.
Is Harris still upright?
Yeah, no, yeah, he's back up now. So somebody must have flipped him.
Yeah, the field didn't take advantage of that. I mean, the field should have done it.
Huge takeout move. That was the number 23 Zach Taylor that took him out. But he's still upright. This is crazy.
I'm expecting these guys to start keying in on him, because there's Ballard next to him. Listed.
And then Jake Rowell. Oh, yeah, he got a tap, but nothing much.
Oh yeah, Jake's got to try to gun him down. I promise you.
So Joyner, he's driving around on the through pit road. Again, no rules.
These guys taking fuel. Are they just trying to get some laps back? I don't know what these guys
No,
are
look at this. He's driving on the inside track. This is brilliant. Gregory Joyner actually has now gotten back on the lead lap by driving through the infield, through pit road.
Somebody has got to go in there and figure this out. There's no way this is actually taking place.
Well,
is he cutting down the lead?
Yeah. It's getting closer and closer. And the best part about this is when you're in pit road, a lot of times you drive right through other cars. Oh, now he's going to drop, get out there. I think he may have heard us talking about him.
Yeah, he may have, because that right there was dirty.
That was a brilliant move of strategy.
He's cut down, looks like, 16 seconds.
So under a lap. So he and Harris are the only two that are on the lead lap right now.
As an entire barrage of cars just wrecks.
And Zach Taylor is making it his personal mission to take out Andrew Harris.
Just to clarify, I've normally been down very clean, safe, respectful driving, but
of course.
Now I totally understand what these guys are doing, and I appreciate every single bit of it.
I mean, do you think any of this is going to carry over into the actual leagues?
Only if it costs somebody in first place. I promise you, you know a couple of these guys, if any of our old SRN guys are in number 1, and a guy they know takes them out from second place, or that's 5 laps down, takes that guy and costs them the money, it will definitely carry over into the SRN series, I promise.
Oh, man. And so there's our leader. He was sideways for a second, but now he's back upright again. But Greg Joyner,
he's losing time. He's back up to 20-something seconds out.
He might want to get back in, go back down pit road again.
I don't know. We were talking about this prior to the race. Is the actual fuel window big enough to run this whole race without having to actually legitimately go down?
I really don't know. Really. Oh, we're kind of blind on this because we didn't even realize that driving down pit road would be illegal in this instance, but it was, and so. But now Greg Joyner has taken the lead. So Greg, oh no, Andrew Harris, who led the race, is up on his lid. Nobody's going up there to help him. Greg Joyner, even though he's turned the opposite way right now, he is our leader.
So we've had at least 4 lead changes so far. We're halfway through the race. And off the top of my head, what's the average lead lap, Sean? 5 to 10 laps from these guys?
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are getting these big leads. I mean, Bowler had up to, like almost a 10-second lead early on in Walston. They've had a 2.5 lap lead in Walston.
Oh,
I don't even know.
I mean, truthfully, I'm surprised that Adam Pettit's not out there, but he's out there in the chat saying this is insane. We love it. But man, and here's another good move. So Andrew Harris just riding that outside wall. It's going to be tough to spin somebody if they're up against the wall the whole time.
Yeah, and Cook was a leader early on. It looks like he's kind of stuck. He's at least a lap down. And, I mean, he's making traction. He dropped all the way down to 12th after that flip, and he's back up to 5th. Lowell's sitting, looks like, in 4th. I mean, the guys who've been at the front, from what I can tell, have been at the front most of this race in some shape, form, fashion, whatever you want to say. These guys have been up there, whether it be 1 or 2 laps down. They've still been in the top 5 or 6.
So right now you got Joyner and you have Harris on the lead lap. You got Healy that's 1 lap down. Everybody else is 2. We got one more that's 1 lap down. That's Rowell. Everybody else is 2 laps or more down. And so still have 29 laps to go in this race. But look at the carnage.
Oh, dude, it's literally like watching Twister from the 90s right now. Like, you're literally seeing cars go flying across the place on the dirt road. I mean, it's definitely rainy with a chance of hail here in the next couple of minutes.
Oh no, and here we go. No, see, if I think if they would have hit him a little bit harder, he would have gone down into pit road. This is unreal. So Andrew Harris, our second place driver, still on the lead lap, just 8 seconds behind Greg Joyner. So that's your race for first and second position.
These guys are in first and second in the garage and all this cars. They're probably sitting there, their headphones cranked all the way up, listening to Tom Petty or AC/DC, just rolling around this track trying to time all this cars in front of them. And then everybody else on the track, I'm pretty sure, is sitting there like we have got to hunt down these number 1 and number 2 guys.
So you can see, we'll have to move this down just a little bit here, but yeah, you can see the track up there in the top right. That is your 2 leaders. So those are the 2 guys that are on the lead lap right now. So Andrew Harris and Greg Joyner. You're seeing Andrew Harris right now. Greg Joyner, he is turned sideways in one of the corners. Who is that that's riding the wall? Is that Zach Taylor? No, that's not Zach Taylor. Who is that? Is that John? I can't find who that is. Thought it might be Gerwitz. It's not Kane Cook. Somebody was riding the wall there for a long time.
Cook splits those 2 cars like nothing's going on. I mean, he's living the dream right now.
But you can see the distance is closing very quickly between Joyner and Harris.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if it's accredited to like the shortness of the track, the guys like not knowing too much about dirt, if it's the actual like stuff going on the track. Like, it's kind of hard to contribute one thing to what's leading to these lap times.
Just the view from the cockpit is great. I mean, you got all the mud on the windshield. You just see everybody flipping in front of you.
Yeah, this is actually quite hysterical because you can't see anything until you get right up on it. You come out of that corner and you're hugging the wall. There's gonna be 10 cars in front of you stacked up. You'd have no idea.
So, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. So Greg Joyner, that is our first place driver. Right behind him, Andrew Harris. So putting on some pressure. They're within a second. Oh no, and Joyner goes flipping. He is stuck on the wall.
Yeah, it looks like you got Cook is literally sitting. Cook has got his way back up to 3rd. He's knocking on their doors. I mean, it's still in.
Oh, and nobody can get him because he's on the wall at a weird angle. He's going to have to take a tow. So Andrew Harris is going to definitely take the lead. Let's take a look at Cook, and he's going to get the right way here. So we're down to about 20 laps, Corey. But right now, Joyner is way out front.
Dude, as the news channels say, we're still too close to call.
Or I'm sorry, Harris. Harris is way out front. Sorry.
This race is still too close to call. I would say anybody that's within 5 laps of the lead right now still has a chance in this race. 20 laps to go, all this carnage. Like, it's still anybody's race.
I cannot imagine what they're saying on the chat right now. I cannot imagine it. It has to be insane.
Oh yeah, I would. If I was in control of this race, I would just go ahead and just kill the race chat, because I mean it would be nothing but nonsense going on right now.
I bet they're just dying laughing. But it looks like right now we got Andrew Harris over a lap out. Oh my goodness, a huge hit from Zach. Zach Taylor has people put on his list.
Zach Taylor just drop kicked that man. Like he didn't even see that coming. As good old JR would say, he'd be like, "Oh my God, that man has a family," and he just and here it comes again. Like, these guys are doing him dirty.
Well, he's leading the race. They don't want him to win the race, you know. So Andrew Harris on his lid now. Greg Joyner still in second place, less than a lap down. Kane Cook less than a lap down as well. And so, man, we've got 4 drivers on the lead lap. Bo Tiffany as well. So we've got 4 drivers on the lead lap right now. Greg Joyner, Bo Tiffany side by side. Kane Cook not too far. Kane Cook takes the lead.
And they righted Harris, it looks like.
They did. There's Harris right there.
Man, he's got some friends in low places, I promise you, because if I was anywhere on that track and the leader was upside down, I would just keep going by like nothing was going on.
Oh, this has just gotten completely insane.
Well, it's kind of what we expected. I didn't expect as many lead changes. I didn't expect the whole field working together as well as they have been. But I did expect a lot of carnage like this. But I'm seeing a lot of guys field work together, either taking guys out and get guys back in it, which is kind of unexpected.
That's the battle for the lead right there. So Gregory Joyner and Kane Cook. So not too far apart. Bo Tiffany not too far back either. So we've got a great race here for the lead. 16 laps to go, and Greg Joyner is trying to take control. Now he's about to pass Andrew Harris there in the number 24. Andrew Harris would go a lap down. He led this race for a long time there. So, man.
All right, Sean, we got 15 laps to go. Who's your pick?
You know what? I'm going to say Greg Joyner. I like the way that he's been thinking. I love that he came down pit road. I say that and then he wrecked somebody, but I love the fact that he went down pit road. He used that little loophole. I think he's the winner. Although he just lost the lead to both Kane Cook and Bo Tiffany. So those 3 guys, all the lead lap.
I am going to take Bo Tiffany. This guy has came from kind of the middle of the pack. He somehow floated his way through. This is the guy I want to come in and take this race, just because he's been door to door with Cook this whole time, and now I don't even see him. Oh, there, no, that's not. Well, I said that, and I'm sorry, Bo.
So Kane Cook has taken the lead away from Greg Joyner. He's ahead by about 4 seconds, but then he just gets stopped on the track. There goes Greg Joyner passing him right now. Andrew Harris passing Kane Cook, although he is going end over end.
Where's our boy Bo? Where'd he go?
Bo Tiffany, he is back a little ways, not too far though. He's about half a lap down now, but Greg Joyner, again, employing that go really top side, and it's hard for somebody to flip you if you're right up against the wall. And so he's employing that really well right now.
He is, and he's doing a great job at it. But that top side, I mean, it's a good little strategy because you can kind of dodge most of the carnage. But as we saw a second ago, somebody can also pin you into one of those little pit stalls up there, or those exits, and they'll flip you. That's what happened to Harris a couple laps ago. Oh,
and Curtis takes him out. Curtis Young takes him out, and that allows Kane Cook to take the lead.
And Kane Cook just kicked the door wide open.
Oh, so who's going to figure out that Kane Cook is in the lead? That's going to be your question.
If history repeats itself, somebody's about to come out of nowhere and just show Kane Cook one of these walls, I promise you.
So 10 laps to go. Kane Cook has now opened up to a half a lap lead.
And number 18 gives him away.
I'm not sure why you would give him room. I mean, it's a demolition derby, for goodness sakes. Let's go.
We just passed 5 cars on the roofs. That may be half the problem.
Yeah, well, and he just weaved right through them like they weren't even there.
There's another car on its roof.
He has such good control of this car.
Yeah, he's literally driving it. He's like, yeah, nothing here. Let's just keep cruising through. He makes it through Demolition Alley, it's like. And then there we go. Now he's starting to get some traction. That looks like the Silva's number. That might be
no, that's the Silva, yeah. And so let's check in with our other guys. So Greg Joyner about half a lap down. Bo Tiffany about half a lap down. So this is not over yet. Oh, and there goes Kane Cook. He is turned backwards. So now is Greg Joyner's chance. Here he comes right here.
I don't know if he's got enough time.
Oh, people just getting in his way. Kane Cook still right side up.
And somebody just barely missed the pit right there on Kane Cook. There's a little bit of offensive driving. Get the guys out your way.
Oh, and that's Zach Taylor. He's been crushing people all day. Greg Joyner, he's going to make it through, and he's going to take the lead. What a great move.
He takes the... Yep. No, that's
yep.
not mine.
That's
no,
you're right. No, that's
Sean's pick.
And so Kane Cook takes the lead right back. And so these two are really battling hard. Right behind them, Bo Tiffany, not too far back. So here we go. 5 laps to go. What's going to happen here?
Dude, I don't know.
Oh no, Greg Joyner on his roof.
Oh, Greg Joyner just got the nail in the coffin. If he's on pit road, I don't think you can actually flip somebody over back on pit road.
So Bo Tiffany takes second position. He's about a half a lap down from Kane Cook. All it's going to take is for Kane to get spun here. And Bo Tiffany, your pick. Yeah, your pick will have a chance at this. Zach Taylor, again, on a mission.
And Bo should be coming up on them.
Right there. So there's Kane, there's Bo. That's your race.
3 laps to go. We've got number 1, number 2. I mean, just nose to tail right now.
And Greg Joyner did get right side up again. He's about half a lap down right now. But here comes Kane Cook. And then right behind him, Bo Tiffany.
And this is going to be insane. If these guys can make it through, it's going to be all about them stop dodging the field.
2 laps.
All right, let's say Bo made it through. Cook's right there in front of him.
Here we go.
Here it is. Like offensive driving about to come into play.
And there's Bo.
There it is.
Taking the lead with 1 to go. Here we go. White flag. Bo Tiffany has the lead. Kane Cook tried. Oh, and Kane Cook goes spinning. That might give it to Bo. And Bo with 2 more turns. Here we go. Can he make it through? There's Jason Tripp in the DeLorean car. And he finishes the race. Bo Tiffany is going to win this race.
You're my boy, Bo. You're my boy. There we go.
Good pick.
I will take it.
Hey, while we're here really quick, let's jump into Jason Tripp's car because you got to see this. It's a DeLorean, and look, he's actually got the timing mechanisms and everything from the original DeLorean inside of it. Oh, and you can see just all sorts of carnage even after the race.
Man, that is insane.
That was the most fun race to call ever.
Man, that right there was an absolute hoot. I don't know what that was. But let's go ahead and let's get our top 3 up here, Sean. Let's see what they thought about it. Let's take it on home.
Okay, well, let's see. I mean, dude, what could they possibly say about this? I mean, this is crazy. All right, let's see what we can do to get some of our guys in here. So let's start off with Greg Joyner if he's in the chat. I don't see him, though, so we won't go to him. Let's get Kane Cook in here because, man, it's going to be fun to hear what Kane Cook has to say about all this stuff. Hey, Kane, this is Sean and Corey up in the booth, man. How's it going?
I'm not upside down anymore, so that's fine.
you know, I mean, we were talking on the broadcast that, I mean, you are probably one of the most consistent drivers in all of iRacing. You make your living and you make your name on how consistent and how much you don't run into people. How did it feel to be in a race where all you had to do was run into people?
Well, I felt pretty good about it. I felt like Pierce Brosnan and Dante's Peak instead of like volcano bits like raining down on the town. It was just street stocks at Lanier, and I was just trying to dodge everything. Had some really good runs where I went like 10 laps, like just slicing through everybody, not getting touched. And then I'd get to the lead, and I'd hear every single person in the Discord saying, hit the 22, hit the 22. And so I was just going as long as I could, and I got unlucky at the end there because everyone was so focused on me. They didn't realize the second place was only like a couple car lengths behind me, so I got drilled by like 7 different people, I think, in the 13. Just snaked through at the last second, but it was a lot more fun than I was expecting to have in a demo derby race. There's a lot of different strategy to it, actually, like being able to keep your car in third gear if you get hit to be able to power out of it versus being stuck in fourth, or slamming the brakes right before you hit somebody so you can dip the nose and basically, like, I forget what Fast and the Furious movie it was, but there was one where there was like a ramp on the front end of a car, and you could basically do that if you just slam the brakes. So,
yeah, dude, look
yeah.
like you employed some offensive driving there a couple of times. Look at kind of
I right hooked some fools. Yeah, I right hooked a couple fools. I'm trying to keep it clean and what's efficient to get me to victory lane. I'll right hook somebody.
Well, I mean, hey,
it was fun to watch.
You came awfully close, man. I mean, there were only 3 guys left on the lead lap. Everyone else was 3 laps down or more. I mean, just to tell you how crazy this was, 7th place was 12 laps down. So I mean,
yeah, it was a massacre out there. And actually, when I got wrecked the first time out of the lead, I sat on track for like 5 minutes hoping someone would flip me, and no one did. So then I took a tow, and I think I was like 7 or 8 laps down at that point or something like that. And then the other leaders starting getting flipped. It's nuts.
An absolute fun time, man. And we enjoyed watching you out there. We definitely enjoy watching you in the Coca-Cola series, and we wish you all the luck going forward as well.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thanks for putting on a fun event. It was a great time.
All right, man. Well, welcome back anytime. We'll talk to you soon. All right, and let's see. Is our winner in there? Is Bo Tiffany? I don't see Bo Tiffany in the chat. Man, we're gonna have to teach these new guys how to get into the chat. So anyway, Corey, what did we learn today, man?
Well, I have learned that if you're in a demolition derby, offensive is defensive driving. So just go ahead and get that nose into somebody's corner and just kind of bump them out of the way, and they can't wreck you.
Oh man, absolutely. Let's take a look at, and so our next race that we will be broadcasting is going to be this Sunday, so tomorrow. So everybody get in gear, get ready, because we are about to get right back to it. We're not even gonna rest too long here. I will let you know that based on my numbers, and we'll have to go to the official numbers a little bit later, but based on my numbers, Andrew Harris, who led a lot of the race, by the way, had the most incidents with 78 incident points. And as far as the least number of incident points, it looks like Devin Zimmerman had the least number of incident points. I mean, he ended up 31 laps down when all is said and done. So he has the least number of incident points, and then Bo Tiffany will take home our prize for winning.
Yeah, and I think that the reason why Harris had so many incident points is because he was in the lead so much. Everybody just kept trying to wreck him. So, I mean, I think he got incident points through osmosis almost.
Yeah, I mean, what a fun race, and we've been told that we will likely have a couple more of these just because it is a lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to drive in as well. So, but hey, Corey, thanks a lot for being here tonight. Thanks a lot for bringing your daughter along as well. It provided a little bit more color commentary.
Oh, absolutely, man. Look forward to it next time.
Sounds good, buddy. Well, we will let everybody go with that. My name's Sean Griffith along with Corey Knight. We appreciate everybody watching, and we will see you tomorrow night for the recruitment race at Auto Club Speedway for the Speed Racing Network Cup Series. Good night, everybody.